Hey everyone, Brian Zane here. Well, the man that gravity forgot has certainly not been forgotten by fans of British wrestling, as Rev Pro says their recent announcement of Pac versus Will Ospreay set for February at High Stakes resulted in their fastest York Hall sellout ever. The match comes off the heels of Pac recently winning the Open the Dream Gate title at Dragon Gate's December 4th event. He is the second foreign wrestler to win the championship. It's his first gold since losing the WWE Cruiserweight title to Enzo Amore in September 2017. Ring of Honor's announced some big signings as of late. News broke last weekend that two of the hardest hitters in the indie scene today, Brody King and PCO, have both been signed by the promotion. At the age of 50, PCO becomes the oldest wrestler to sign an exclusive deal in ROH history. This news comes after the recent announcement that current TV champion Jeff Cobb signed his own exclusivity deal with the company. Is the world's most dangerous man making a comeback of his own? That's what some fans are asking after a rare in-ring appearance by Ken Shamrock. The former UFC star and Intercontinental Champion wrestled his second match since 2004 for Battle Championship Wrestling in Victoria, Australia this past weekend, where he beat one half of their tag team champions, Gabriel Wolf. After a post-match attack by Wolf, Shamrock challenged him to one more match, this time with his partner for the tag titles. Shamrock teamed with former Underworld Champion Carlos Cannon, and the two were crowned new tag champs after Shamrock put the ankle lock on his opponent. This is Shamrock's first taste of gold since winning the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in 2004. Congratulations are in order for Impact star Brian Cage and his girlfriend, ring announcer Melissa Santos, on their engagement. At Bar Wrestling in Los Angeles this past Wednesday, Cage tried a bold new pre-match warm-up by dropping to a knee and publicly proposing to Santos, calling his first private proposal a botch.
Let me see that ass there, let me see. I'm gonna say yes to that.
Cage and Santos previously worked together on Lucha Underground, and the two have a child together who was born earlier this year. Taking a look back at this past weekend, a massive change in the landscape at Insane Championship Wrestling after their big annual event, Fear and Loathing 11, this past Sunday. The show saw 4 title changes as Joe Coffey beat Brother Mark for the ICW Zero-G Championship, Kaylee Ray beat Viper in a Queen of Insanity match for the ICW Women's Championship, POD beat the Kinky Party to become the new tag team champs, and Lionheart's career is safe after unseating Jackie Polo to become the new ICW World Champion. Elsewhere on the card, Joe Hendry beat Mikey Whiplash, and James Storm defeated Grado. Alpha One Wrestling in Canada held their Final Act 9 event in Hamilton, Ontario this past weekend. In the main event, Kobe Durst beat Josh Alexander in a 60-minute Ironman match that went into sudden death overtime to become the new Alpha Male Champion. The show also saw Sami Callihan win the Outer Limits Championship as a last-minute entry in the opening Battle Royal. Cheech won the Zero Gravity title in an elimination match against Anthony Green, Josh Briggs, and Paul London. The Space Pirates retained their tag team gold in a 3-team ladder match, and Ricky Shane Page kept his job after beating Stokely Hathaway. Alpha One returns to Oshawa, Ontario on January 20th with Buck Wild 2. Looking ahead to this weekend, it's Cage of Death, baby! Combat Zone Wrestling puts on the 20th iteration of their show this Sunday night at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia as Ricky Shane Page and Mance Warner face off in the titular match for the vacant CZW World Championship. Also, Jordan Oliver defends the Wired title against KC Navarro, David Starr battles Anthony Green, The Rep challenges Blackout for the CZW tag titles, Atsushi Onita and Matt Tremont take on Masada and DJ Hyde, and much more. Bell time for that show's at 9 p.m., and there is also a Toys for Tots drive happening that night. PCW Ultra presents Believe at the ILWU Memorial Hall in Wilmington, California Friday night. Sami Callihan takes on Brody King in what's sure to be an intense matchup, and ACH takes on Jake Atlas. Tessa Blanchard defends the PCW Ultra Women's title against Delilah Doom, while Taya Valkyrie and Heather Monroe battle to determine the next #1 contender. Warbeast defends their tag titles against the Border Patrol, and in the main event, Shane Strickland challenges Penta El Zero M for the Heavyweight Championship. Bell time's at 8:30 with a special meet and greet with Road Warrior Animal at 5:30. AAW serving their last call in LaSalle, Illinois this Saturday night. Heritage champion Trevor Lee defends his title against DJ Z. New women's champion Kylie Ray makes her first defense against Savannah Stone. And Brody King defends the AAW heavyweight title against Eddie Kingston. Plus, a LaSalle street fight between Darby Allin and Jimmy Jacobs, as well as the King of LaSalle Battle Royal. That show takes place at 7 p.m. This Saturday in Philadelphia, it's the Chikara Season 19 finale, Let's Get Invisible. On that show, the Whisper and Kimber Lee challenge the regime for the Chikara Campeonatos de Parejas, and Dasher Hatfield defends the Grand Championship against the King of Snakes style Ophidian. Also on the show, Boomer Hatfield challenges How the Wicked, Green Ant takes on Juan Francisco de Coronado, Penelope Ford battles Blank, and Solo Darling wrestles against Travis Huckabee. The show takes place at the Wrestle Factory at 3 p.m. and is also streaming live on Powerbomb.tv. Pro Wrestling Eve rocks the Resistance Gallery in London this Saturday with She-Viver Series. Shotzi Blackheart makes her Eve debut against Ginny, and a dream match takes place as Jordan Grace battles Mae Young Classic winner Toni Storm. Plus, the Eve title is on the line as new champ Nina Samuels takes on the two women she interrupted to win it, Charlie Morgan and Kaylee Ray. Bell time's at 8 p.m. and tickets are available at evewrestling.com. Elsewhere in England, Progress is running a double shot this weekend. First, Gods and Monsters this Saturday night at a sold-out O2 Ritz in Manchester, which will see Trent Seven continue his Atlas title open challenge. CCK takes on LAX in a match to determine the #1 contenders for the Progress tag titles. Tyler Bate versus Ilya Dragunov, and more. Then on Sunday, Pour Some Progress on Me emanates from the O2 Academy in Sheffield. Aussie Open defends their tag titles against the winners of the previous night's match. Toni Storm and Jordan Grace do battle once again, and world champion Walter defends against Shigehiro Iri, plus British Strong Styles in action. Tickets are still available for the 2 p.m. show through Ticket Tailor. Now here's a look at what else is happening over the next couple of weeks. It's time for a Clip of the Week twofer. First, we head to Chicago, where the Resistance was in action last Saturday. During his match, Shane Mercer showed off his scintillating strength by picking up an entire set of bleachers and attacking his opponents with it, Terry Funk style. Then we head to Hamilton, Ontario, Canada during Alpha One's Final Act 9. During his match with Ricky Shane Page, Stokely Hathaway pulled off a scintillating Canadian Destroyer off the top rope through a table. That's going to do it for this week, fans. If you have a tip, write to regretnews@gmail.com and be sure to follow us on Twitter @regretnews. Don't forget to tag us in any wild clips you see for our Clip of the Week. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.